We're here in the beautiful Malta. We meet interesting people like Chris from MMCrypto. How are you doing, Chris?
Thanks, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having us.
The biggest YouTuber in Germany, I think.
I hope so. In crypto, obviously.
Western. Yeah, you have Ivan on tech, and then it's you guys.
He's actually exactly. He's from Sweden. He's bigger, man. Yeah, and we have Sunny Decree. He's also very big.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's been a wonderful year, 2019. Lots of stuff going on the market. Did you actually expect this run actually?
We expected a run, but we didn't expect it to be so crazy, to be honest. When it comes to my own opinion, I'm a perma bull. I'm holding, and we are convinced since March that we are in a bull market, and that's why we are changing the strategy. In the bull market, you actually buy the dips, and in the bear market, you sell the rallies. So now, when it dips, you can just buy back again. No financial advice, obviously, but that's what we are actually looking for. Cost average down in the dips, and obviously having the main part always exposed to a long-term holding portfolio. Not doing any jokes with that.
Yeah, what are your picks in the market like? You have Bitcoin, obviously, but then you have some other coins, perhaps?
Yeah, we are going for the big ones, especially after a big Bitcoin rally. Usually first the big altcoins follow. Ethereum, Monero, Litecoin, Dash, maybe Dash is not looking all too good right now, Cardano, those kind of things. But when it really comes to the fundamentals, it's Bitcoin first, then maybe Ethereum, maybe Monero. But that will be almost about it, to be honest.
So no Ripple?
No Ripple at all. I'm so sorry for that. But everyone who wants to trade for profits, man, try it with Ripple. Have fun, good luck, and you might make some gains. But we are not really on the Ripple side, man. And I'm pretty sure you are also not, since you are wearing that Mimblewimble thing.
Sure. So obviously you're also known for your work with Da Vinci. How did you actually hook up with each other? And
it was in the end of 2017, like November, December, something like that. We talked a little bit, and it was good chemistry. We started a few streams. It was a huge success, like 40,000 people, one time even 65,000 people watching. And we thought, like, man, let's continue. We were in Davos in Switzerland, in Moscow, and then we actually thought, man, Da Vinci joined our team. Now he's also one of the bosses in our team, and we are creating cool content together. It's a big pleasure to have him.
It's a business partner.
Yeah, it's a business partner, content partner, everything you want to say, man. It's amazing to work with him. It's a really cool person, we can say that. Like how he appears on the shows in person, he's exactly like that in private.
So if you look at the market, prices now, what do you expect on the long run? Like, is Bitcoin going to be a store of value or also a currency?
So for Bitcoin, we are like close to being a Bitcoin maximalist actually. But if you are looking for a prediction, let's say 350k. But like that's cherry picking. We don't really know. But 350k would actually equal up to the gold market capitalization. If you don't have any asteroid mining, or like if they don't find like huge sums of gold, it will be 350k to equal up with that. Maybe there's a huge maniac like going to 100 million, then the ETF 1 million per Bitcoin, then the ETF gets released and the big guys dumping on the crowd, going back to 100k, who knows, but that's a likely scenario. We are perma bulls, I told you, so very, very bullish on Bitcoin in the long run, yes.
Right. And are we actually going to pay with Bitcoin?
Yeah, you said that question with the currency. Yeah, store of value definitely. And for currency, we are also bullish, man. You have the liquid sidechain, you have Lightning, where we still believe in heavily in, and it's improving day by day. So it has some weaknesses. And for example, with the invoices, it's not very handy, but it is getting solved day by day. There are more things getting solved. And we think with all that second layer solutions, Bitcoin is ready for mainstream maybe in 1 or 2 years. And man, we are bullish on Bitcoin, not only on the store of value point of view, but also on the currency point of view. Yes, let's do the Pareto approach. The winner takes 80%, and we will have 20%, which will be still a huge thing in a trillion market. You know, it will be still a huge thing. So 20% for the altcoin section, 80% for Bitcoin. That's what we are hopefully going to go, and then let's hope.
Good portfolio diversification, or
yeah, it depends on the risk-return ratio. If you have a risk profile allowing you that taking a huge risk, if you are young and you are willing to lose that money, you can go for crazy things like XRP or so, trying to make some big gains and being exposed to altcoins heavily.
And Tron, for instance.
Yeah, for Tron, we are also not Tron fans. We don't like their marketing. We don't like the stories they are creating with that whole, I don't know, partnerships and so on. So none of that. We have to give credits on the debt point of view. They have a few gambling dApps which are very successful, heavily used, way more than on Ethereum. So credits for that. But we are staying out of Tron because of the previously mentioned reasons.
And if you look at the dApps, then of course you also have EOS. That is quite popular in the dApps.
Yeah, standing out of EOS also because of the crazy raise, like a few billions. How much was it? 5 billion or so?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, so that's crazy. You don't really know what they are doing with the money. You have a lot of developers. Again, you always have good things. A lot of developers over there. Great dApps maybe being created, but also staying out of EOS. And if they succeed one day, man, you guys can laugh at us, but we are staying at the other solutions.
You're quite, I mean, realistic / conservative. I mean,
yeah,
in a good way. But
exactly. If being conservative in crypto, that's the best thing because it's a huge growing business, and if you are not conservative, you will fall for scams or for pump and dump schemes. Exactly, but maybe even legal scams, you know, there are legal scams out there also. So being conservative in this space, it will still provide you huge return on investments in the long run. I mean, conservative on Bitcoin, if you call Bitcoin conservative, man, what's going on? So yeah, conservative, yes, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, a few more questions. Yeah, what do you actually see for the future? I mean, of course, for you, maybe it's also an investment, it's maybe a bit of speculation, but what does it actually mean? Does it gonna change our economy? Decentralized finance, they say. What does it actually mean, this technology, for the ordinary people?
Absolutely, man. I think especially with that sidechain solutions, I think that Bitcoin is going to hit mainstream. It will hit it fast. You can already see like some institutions like JP Morgan circling back where they said there's no intrinsic value. Now they are starting to say there is intrinsic value, but it's like 400K. So you see big institutions hitting the space, not only not only the ETF discussions, but also now big banks taking it more seriously. And I'm pretty sure they are taking it very seriously in the back end, and in the front end they are still cautious. But with that being said, man, it will hit mainstream. We will still keep using it as peer-to-peer system and not with that ETFs. We will never buy into such an ETF, but if it helps people to get in touch with Bitcoin, why not? And I think we think it will be very big. Yes.
So we conclude with your top 3 picks. Probably Bitcoin, but what are you top 2, top 3?
Like very long run, and don't quote us on that. In the short term, you might make your gains with crazy things like Cardano, Tron and stuff. I don't know, man. It's always like that. With IEOs, you had that crazy Matic run. Yeah. But if you really are looking for the long run, you should look at the narrative, at the technology behind it, at the fundamentals, how much it is decentralized actually. So that's Bitcoin, maybe Monero. For the privacy point of view, but you will have privacy features on top of the Bitcoin blockchain also. So maybe Monero as kind of hedge, maybe Litecoin as kind of hedge, Ethereum as a platform because they have so much brain juice in, so many developers. If you want to hedge Ethereum, you can go for another platform, maybe, I don't know, Cardano. This kind of stuff. We are going for the big ones, yes. Right. But we like Mimblewimble and their narrative also. So let's hope that will be a success also. But yeah, not from an investment point of view, since it's infinite inflation. True, but you have the same issue with Ethereum, so
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Chris, for your time and insights, and yeah, all the best with your channel. And also people in Holland, you should go to MMCrypto on YouTube. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, and thanks for doing your work, man. You are doing amazing stuff. We checked out your channel. Yeah, and also your website. It's amazing. It's basically like your website is like 10 times better than our website. So congrats to that, man. You are doing amazing work. We are always on the same side, improving Bitcoin, bringing more people in. So thank you also very much for that.